You made it. You retired. No more going into the office. No more reporting to anybody. You feel that freedom. You moved out of the snow belt. Nothing against the snow belt. But you moved to the warmer climate. And now you've got that freedom. So what are you going to do? You're going to drink all day, right? You're going to drink all day because you can. Well, today on the WINS Life Hacks and Life Coaching channel, myself, Casey Turton, your certified life coach, is going to take a look at the effects of alcohol on aging. And there's a reason I'm doing this. Because in my life, I've had the ups and downs with alcohol, just like everybody else. But about 2 years ago, I decided enough was enough. And I figured out that every drink I take cuts off some amount of time on my life by the damage it does. Not only to my body, but to relationships, my pocketbook, and my overall self-esteem. So stick with me. This won't be a long one. I trust that you're going to learn a lot if you're in the baby boomer or millennial age brackets here and you're starting to see that alcohol sneak into your life. So you're ready? Let's go. Oh, by the way, and if you don't drink, maybe you can share this with somebody and like and subscribe for me and leave some comments. All right, a false start there. Let's go. All right, you made it this far, so let's talk about something that we need to be honest about. We being us that are retired or close to it, don't process alcohol like when we were 22, all right? It stays in our system longer. We feel more intoxicated, and I don't know about you, but if I drink too much, I feel like you know what the next day, okay? So that's the first step in admitting that maybe we need to look at our relationship between alcohol and our so-called golden years. Plus, we're at higher risk. I mean, it's not smart to drive while drunk for anybody at any age, but if we're older and we're having trouble navigating at night, it's not a good idea to go to a restaurant, have slammed down 4 or 5 drinks, get in a car in a busy evening, and put yourself, your passengers, and other innocent people at risk. Think about that. Think about the fact that as we grow older, we need to work on our flexibility and, good physical health. But drinking too much invites slips and falls. And boy, who wants that broken hip? Who wants that broken leg and dealing with that, huh? So there's other physical reasons why limiting or completely getting rid of alcohol in your life makes sense. Okay, everybody who doesn't take medication as an older person, raise your hand. I don't see too many of you out there. Sooner or later, we're all dealing with prescriptions. Now, if you're like me, I have a hard time remembering some days. Did I take those pills this morning or not? So imagine if you have some prescriptions that make a conflict with alcohol and you don't check with your doctor, you can do some pretty good harm to yourself by mixing and matching alcohol and medication. So be very careful with that, okay? As I said, check with your physician on anything that might not go well with your cocktails, okay? It's important to remember that alcohol is an addictive drug. Even though we seem to accept it more in our society and it's advertised on the media and connected with sporting events, it is an addiction. And current thinking is to call it alcohol use disorder because it is a disease. And if you think you have a problem with alcohol, you probably do. That's where I had to come to that realization myself. Now, I've put some links in the bottom in the comments here for you to follow up and see some reference information from the National Institute of Health and from the Harvard University Health Department. It might enlighten you in terms of really taking a look at your relationship with alcohol in your older years. And lastly, to kind of wrap this up, managing your alcohol through moderation or abstinence, is going to improve your overall quality of life. And if you combine that with good eating, exercise to the best of your ability, socialization by joining clubs and groups. You fight off the loneliness, you fight off the worries and the stress that come about as we get older, and you replace it, instead of drinking alcohol, you replace it with positive things you can do to make your life in these golden years, as I said earlier, a little better for yourself overall, and your family, friends, and associates will love you for it. So in conclusion, if you're not having trouble with alcohol, please share this with someone you know that could benefit from it. In the meantime, please like and subscribe to the WINS Life Hacks and Life Coaching channel. Please leave comments that you feel are appropriate, because they always give me an opportunity to bring you better content. So, see you in the future, and thanks for watching.